This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2012 Keystone Bullet Ultralight travel trailer. And the model is 230 BHS, okay? So this is not a floor plan video, it's more of a how-to video. So I'm just going to walk you through and around the trailer and show you how some of the features work, okay? So of course you have regular crank down scissor type stabilizer jacks, one in each corner. This is a toy lock here. Now there's no padlock with it, but if you want to use it, you can purchase a padlock and you can lock bicycles or whatever you have to the trailer, and therefore you know, if you're worried about them getting swiped or something, it'll make them more secure. While we're standing here, this is the black tank flush. The valves are on the other side of the trailer. I just want to show you that after you dump your black tank valve, or I'm sorry, after you dump your black tank, you leave the valve open, and then you can come around and put the hose at the dump station right on there, turn it on, and it'll spray the inside of your black tank out. So it's a good feature. It sort of helps clean off the sensors so you get an accurate reading and that sort of thing, okay? You have a power awning, outside speakers. This is just a little utility rail here. This is the service panel for your refrigerator. You don't really have to go in here. Just make sure that this hose is always hanging out. That's the condensation hose. That's obviously the vent for your furnace. Okay. You have pass-through storage up front here. And you have a light on this side. This is, let me do this here just for the heck of it. So you have that. Coming around front, you have two LP tanks which are full. You have a deep cycle marine battery, and of course this is a kill switch for the battery if you want to shut it off. And you also have a power tongue jack, so makes hitching and unhitching real simple. Come around here, this is just the other side of the pass-through here. Right here. See if I can do it with one hand here. There we go. So the same view from a different side. Now this is your city water hookup. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. Now if you don't have city water at the campsite, you're boondocking or you're you know, and at a state park, some of them, the older ones especially, don't have plumbing on the campsite, so you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. Now when it comes to winterizing the trailer, that's done from inside. I'll just show you where it's at, where the water pump is. So okay, you have a slide room. This slide room is a Schwinn-Tech. There are different types, obviously. This particular one's called a Schwinn-Tech. It's owned by Lippert now, and it has another name, but people still refer to it as a Schwinn-Tech. So, okay. You have a 25-foot cord that retracts into the trailer. We also give you a reducer to reduce that down to a 20 if you need to. You have a shower, outside shower / sprayer. Your water heater right here. Right now it's empty, as you can see. The plug is out and it's empty. It's also bypassed in the back. That's because the trailer is winterized right now. So always make sure when you're getting ready to use it, always fill it with water before you turn on the element or the gas burner, because you don't want to damage it. So always make sure you have water in it before you use it. Okay. The switches are inside the trailer. I'll show you that when we get in there. Alrighty. This is just more storage. Yeah, you have looks like a grill in here, and then you have your cranks. Now on the top of your power tongue jack, there's a rubber plug. If you need to, you can put this on there and crank it manually. And of course you have your 3/4 inch crank here for your stabilizer jacks. Okay. And as we come around the back, this is just campground cable and satellite through. The it's important to inspect your roof at least every 90 days, so keep that in mind. It's been inspected now. I touched it up. I secured your vent here. It was kind of loose, so it's all ready to go. But make sure you, when the spring comes, or the late spring comes, just make sure you keep after it and always check it out. It's important to inspect your roof regularly. That way, if you have any issues, you're ahead of it. So it's important. Okay. Let's go inside here. Turn on some more lights because now these lights, I mean, you can get these sort of have a yellowish, warm glow coming from them. If you ever wanted to, you can go like onto Amazon, for example. You can buy the very same light with LEDs in it. It's very simple to install. It's basic electric work. It's 12 volt, 2 wires you crib together. So all I'm saying is you can, if you wanted to, for very little money, you could brighten it up in here. I know they used to always be like this, but with the new LEDs you can really brighten them up. Okay. There's some unsolicited advice for you. Okay, so these are the lights here, right? Then you have your porch light out here. To light your water heater on gas is right there. Your electric switch is right there. Your water pump right here. Use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you're camping where there's no city water. You also use that to pump to actually winterize the trailer to draw the antifreeze into it. So, and then you have your awning here, right here. That's the switch for the awning. Your slide room switch is right here. That's just a dummy there. And you can check your levels, batteries, and then your fresh water, and so on and so forth. Looks like we're unplugged right now, I would think. Yeah. Let me go see while we're unplugged here. I noticed the battery was starting to drain, so maybe I didn't plug it in, I'm not sure. Yep, here we go. That explains it. There we go. So, much better. And you have your fresh water tank, your black tank, your gray tank, and there's the levels right there. So, okay. Keys are right here. Range hood with a light and a vent. Microwave works like any other microwave. Your oven, you just basically have to light it with a sparker, like a grill. A long neck grill lighter works really well. You just turn it to a light and light them. You got 3 burners and 3 knobs right here. And this one's for the oven. For the oven, looks like it's never been used, which is typical. We see that all the time. But back there, you can barely see it, but there's a pilot light back there. So what you're going to do is you need the long neck lighter. Then you'll push the button in and you go to pilot. It says pilot push and hold. So you push it in and hold it in that position. Then with the lighter, you're going to light the pilot light back there. After it lights, you still hold it in for another 10 seconds or so to heat up the thermocouple. Then you can go to operating temperature and it cycles off as an oven does. But when you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay? Alright, so this table can drop down onto these cleats here. And you can turn that into a bed if you want to. Plus you got the 2 bunks back here, of course. Now I mentioned the water pump. The water pump is accessed through, you pull these 2 screws here and take this top piece off, and that's where you'll find it. Okay. When it comes to your water heater and the bypass valves, I don't know if I can get it from this position here. Let me light it up here. You can see it's under here. Okay. So that's where that's at. This device here is your power converter. It converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged in, these are regular circuit breakers like you'd see at home, 110 AC, right? And then they're all labeled. And then the power's converted to 12 volt DC over here. So you have 12 volts and they're labeled. These two 40s are the master. So if you ever have a wild power surge or a lightning strike or anything and the 12 volt side goes out, you're just going to check these first, because that's almost always where the problem would be. Okay. So this converts AC to DC power. It's also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up front needs and send whatever it needs. If the battery's topped off, it'll send a just a couple amps up there to trickle, charge it. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs. Also, when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator through the charge line will charge the battery also. This is your antenna. You just crank it up and down, and you can rotate it there too. Okay. Thermostat, which is right here. It's very simple. You just hit the mode button to light it up. Fan, cool, furnace, and off. You can't get any more simple than that. Your refrigerator is gas absorption, so it runs on 110 AC or on LP gas. So right now it's on, you can't really see it, but it's on auto. Auto is pretty much where you want to keep it. Auto means that it always seeks out electricity first, and if it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas. Or if you're away for the day from the trailer and you have a power outage at the campground, it'll sense that and it'll automatically light it on gas so you don't spoil your food. So you can do it dedicated to gas just by pushing the gas button, but auto is generally the way you want it. Also, this device right here is the it's the thermistor. So this thermistor controls the temperature. You can see it's got a sticker here. Down is warmer, cool is up. So the thermistor is tucked into this little bracket here. You could pull it right out if you wanted to. It's just a kind of a clamp. So right now it's up as far as it goes. That's generally where you're going to keep it. Maybe if it starts getting cold outside, you might have to back it down a bit. But generally speaking, you're going to have the thermistor up all the way. Okay. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. There's going to be oh, here it is right here. I'm not sure what model this is. Let me get close so I can see it here. A lot of good it does with, can't see with my glasses here. So this is looks like it's LP gas only, I believe. So that's your LP gas detector there. Then, let me look around here. Here you have a smoke detector, and then here is a carbon monoxide detector. If they're not working or they need anything taken care of, just replace them. It's good to have the carbon monoxide detector also, because just in case something malfunctions and the carbon monoxide builds up in a small trailer like this, you wouldn't know it. So it's good to be protected from that, plus LP gas buildup. Okay, and then of course your fire alarm here. Okay, so the bathroom. The sink shower works like any other sink shower. This is a GFCI plug. All the plugs in the trailer, even the outside one, is wired through a GFCI, so keep that in mind. You'd reset it here. Your toilet has a flush pedal right here. You can't use it dry. The black tank is directly below, so when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. Then you'll come in here and you'll put a dose of chemical in the bowl. Then you'll stand on the pedal and hold it down until you put about a gallon or so of water in the tank below. You can use more, it's up to you, but at least a gallon. So we wash the gallon of water and the chemical into the black tank below, then you're all set to use it. You can't use it dry, because if you do, the smell will be terrible, plus it can get clogged up also. So you always want to make sure you have chemical and water in there before you use it. Okay? Shut some of this off as I go. Okay, the heat comes out the floor, the AC comes out the ceiling. You have speakers here, of course. You have just a regular disc player. For example, this plays CDs and DVDs here. You got AM, FM radio, that sort of thing. So if you ever wanted to upgrade it, if you're the type of person who would need to, I don't use anything like this when I camp. So, but you can find them the same hole size. You can do whatever you want to do, but everything works on it, and so we're good there. And then of course this is your TV here. Okay. Let's see here. This spins around, actually. This TV spins around, so you can watch it in the bedroom if you want. The bed comes up. There's a little bit of storage there. This is like a clothes chute here. You want to put a clothes basket down there. And this is your emergency window. What you do is you just go straight through like that. So you push it all the way through, and then you would grab, let's find it here. Where am I at here? You would grab this screen here. You can grab it any place so the corners are good, and you just pull it out, and then you can just escape from the trailer in an emergency. So you just open it up all the way, push this all the way through, and then just pull the screen off and you're all set. Okay, so I think that's about covers it. I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting your roof. It's already been done, it's already been touched up, but you still want to do it on your own as you go. And right now this trailer is winterized, so all the water's been purged from the system. It's been replaced with antifreeze. The water heater is bypassed and empty. Okay? Thank you.